We're going to take a look at a couple other problems. There's some other tools that we can use to simplify things. So on number 10, we are asked to simplify by multiplying the numerator and the denominator by a factor that will eliminate the negative exponent. Because in this problem, we can't drop that negative exponent down to the denominator to get rid of it because we've got that plus the x squared minus 2 to the 1/2. So this is a lot more complicated problem. So our goal is to just get rid of that negative exponent. So we're going to multiply the top and bottom times something that will eliminate the negative exponent. Now, notice our base is this x minus 2, x squared minus 2, x squared minus 2. That's what we're multiplying by. X squared minus 2 to some power. We'll get to that in a minute. Okay? Now, right here, take a look at this guy. We want to get rid of that negative exponent. Well, when you multiply things, you add exponents. So we're thinking, what exponent can I add to negative 1/2 that would make it go away? And the answer is 1/2. So if I multiply by this to the 1/2, when I go to add those exponents, negative 1/2 and 1/2 will be eliminated. So that's how I chose 1/2. So I'm going to multiply top and bottom by x squared minus 2 to the 1/2 power. Okay, so in the numerator, that means we have to multiply both of these things by it, because there's a plus sign, so we're distributing that. So we still have this x squared. We'll deal with that later. And then we have x squared minus 2. And remember, we're adding exponents. So negative 1/2 plus 1/2 is 0. And remember that anything to the 0 power is just 1. So that really drops out of the problem. Plus, we have x squared minus 2. Now we've got 1/2 and 1/2. We have to add those exponents. 1/2 plus 1/2 is first power. So this is looking really nice. I'm going to go ahead and keep simplifying this. We have x squared plus, we don't need the first power, x squared minus 2. So 2x squared minus 2. And we'll just stop there for now. Okay, in the denominator, we have x squared minus 2 to the first power times x squared minus 2 to the 1/2 power. We have to add these exponents, 1 and 1/2. Well, that's just going to be 3/2. So x squared minus 2 to the 3/2. I'm just going to bring this over here. It's the same thing. And I think we're looking pretty good here. This is a totally fine answer if you leave it this way, or if you looked at the numerator and said, look, I can factor out a 2 there. Great. You could look at that again, that numerator, and say, hey, I could factor that into x plus 1, x minus 1. But either place, I would think this would be an acceptable answer. So would this. If you factor it one more step, also a good answer. I'm not entirely sure what the book does, so if you get to be doing these problems in your homework and the book's slightly different, that's okay. Okay, last thing, and this is rationalizing the numerator is something that we'll do in calculus. So next year, this will be a skill that you'll want to have. So we want to rationalize the numerator. So in the numerator, we've got this. So to rationalize it, we have to multiply by its conjugate, which will be 9 plus h plus 3. And we have to do that on the top and the bottom. Okay, so in the numerator, I'm going to FOIL this. The square root of 9 plus h times the square root of 9 plus h is just going to be 9 plus h. Now, since these are conjugates, root 9 plus h times 3, and then negative 3 times root 9 plus h, those are going to cancel out. I mean, if you really want to write it out, you can, but we know that those are going to cancel, so I'm not going to bother writing that. And then last, I've got negative 3 times 3, which is minus 9. I guess I didn't need that much of a line. And in the bottom, I have h I am not going to distribute this, and you'll see why in just a second. H times that. Now, notice in the numerator, 9 and negative 9 are gone, so I just have h over h times 9 plus root 9 plus h plus 3. It's hard to say. And now these h's will cancel here and here. So we are left with 1 over square root of 9 plus h plus 3. Sorry about that. Okay. So these are just some of the skills that we can use, some new tools that will help us simplify different expressions. If you have further questions on these, there is the QR code at the bottom. You can go to the textbook website and see other videos of these same problems. Or if you need further explanation on something, come see me at the help session.